How's it going, everybody? Doing my second video here with this new setup, temporary setup. The glare, I'm not going to be able to film during the day here. I'm going to have to figure out something else involving the tripod to get this camera in a different spot. I got no lights on the room. It doesn't even help with the glare back there, even with the blinds. The glare over there as well. But I am doing a gum chewing PS2 collection video here today. I got 20 games. I actually have Final Fantasy X-2 for PS2, but it's in a bin because I got it elsewhere. But yeah, I'll just get started. Oh my god. First game here is Harvest Moon, Save the Homeland. Right? Yeah. This is one I had gotten in a garage sale. I've not played it yet. But I assume it's like most other Harvest Moon games. I'm like confused with the camera where it is. I'm like bringing it over here. It's such a different. I gotta get used to it. When this one come out? 2001. Really? Early in the PS2's life cycle, but I have not played it. Fatal Frame 3, The Tormented. This game's cool. This is a game I got for $50. New off of Amazon. I should have gotten the first one. Or was the first or the second one? There was one other one I was looking to get. They were $50 a piece, new. And I just got this one. I should have gotten the other ones because now this is all of a sudden selling for like $120 used. Very strange. I don't know, survival horror games just go through the roof. It's pretty cool though. I have not completed it, but it starts off in like a dream and then you wake up and you're like walking around your house and stuff. The character from the one character you used in the first game is back in this one as like your assistant or something. But you like go into the dreams and you're waking up and stuff. It's creepy though. The Fatal Frames are, at least for me personally, very creepy. 24th game. Wasn't super into the show, but this game was $5. I got this a couple of years ago at when the Game Trading Post was still in Sunrise Mall, which is no longer. It's still there, but there's only anchor stores left. They got all the voices, and obviously they did the likenesses for Kiefer Sutherland, and it's a Dennis Haysbert who played the spoilers. He played the president, I think, for maybe a year or two on the show. It's got other people in here as well. It seemed kind of cool, though. I have not played it yet. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. I don't think this has a manual. No. I had gotten this for 75 cents at a cheese sale. I think it was back in 21. I did play some of it. It was fun. I don't have a lot of experience with the Sly Cooper franchise. They've not made one in a while. Somebody was asking about doing a Mortal Kombat gameplay. I'm like, I don't have any Mortal Kombats, and I don't have many fighting games, but I do. I forgot I have this one. Tekken 4. This is one I got at a garage sale. Was that last year? For $1. Maybe someday I'll do a gameplay on this. I think this came from the same garage sale, Kingdom Hearts, as the Tekken, I should say. I only have a little experience with these games. I know a lot of people like them. They're not, like this one and the other one, the second one that run the PS2, are not, they used to hold some value and then they dropped to like, they're very common, or they're very lower priced. It's Square characters and, well, it's not Square characters, it's Disney characters with new, like Square Enix made it, I guess with Disney. I guess they have new Square characters for this. I don't think anybody shows up, I could be wrong, from Square Games, but they have a bunch of people from Disney properties. I think you can use like Donald Duck and Goofy or your buddies, right? This one I got not too long ago. Smuggler's Run 2, Hostile Territory. This was not $12.99. I got this off eBay for it's like $6. These games are cool, and Rockstar's not made them. There's this one and the first one. This one also came to the GameCube, oddly enough. They were not on the original Xbox. It's literally like a car combat type of game where you're doing stuff like you're smoking stuff in. You gotta like, you know, avoid authorities and shit and deliver goods and stuff like that. It's actually kind of cool and different, but like I said, Rockstar never went down that well again. Jaws Unleashed. This also came from the Tekken garage sale lot. Sorry about that. You are Jaws. I played a little bit of this to test it. It was pretty fun when I played. I was jumping on people and shit. Oh, maybe that was another game I was thinking. No, wait, was that this one? I remember playing, I can't remember what it's called. The shark game that had come out, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. I got it on the Xbox One. I can't remember what it's called. That might have been the game I was thinking of where I was attacking everybody. This is the same game, pretty much. The Godfather of the game. It's like a GTA style game, or more of a Mafia style game. Same kind of thing. Obviously it's a GTA, but I think this has the map, yep. If anybody wants to see another map video, I have like, I could have possibly 10 games that have maps at this point. This one, GTA 5, Skyrim, 6,000, fuck that up. Skyrim, the 500th edition, we'll go lower. I think it plays like the movie, but you're also doing like the open world type shit. What else do I have maps for? I have maps for other games. I gotta remember what though. Final Fantasy 12. This I got a garage sale. This is back in 2017, I believe. I might have did a video on it. I did put like 9 hours into it. Enjoyed it. The reason I paid the $5 for it because I wanted to play it and it was a flawless copy. It was fun. This has the, I don't know if this is the first Final Fantasy to introduce this kind of gameplay. You're like running around the battlefield. It's not turn-based. It's turn-based, but you're not frozen. You know, you don't have your spot. You jump at the enemy and come back. You're actually running around. It's like Knights of the Old Republic type gameplay, which you still have to wait for your characters to do their moves and stuff, but not traditional turn-based. Next to her, Spy Hunter and Spy Hunter 2. I got Spy Hunter 2 somewhat recently. They both came from, this one came from the trading post in the mall, Sunrise Mall. This one came from the mall, South Shore Mall. I haven't played this one yet, but this one's fun. Such a good take on Spy Hunter, you know. It came out in 2001, I think, right? Or 02? No, 2001. It was a nice updated version of Spy Hunter. You know, it's the same thing as the originals back in the day. Arcade, NES, all the other shit that it was on. You got your guns in your car. You can turn into a boat for some missions, or a motorcycle. You deal with enemies. You get into the truck and stuff. It's actually pretty fun gameplay. There was a part I got up to that I couldn't beat though, and I stopped playing it. head's doing a solid job of blocking the glare from the back. This glare on the side, I don't mind too much. These are arcade-style football. They're similar to like an NFL Blitz. I think it's, how does it tell you? I don't know if it's like 5-on-5 or what it is. I forget. But it's fun. These discs are extremely scratched. They came from different garage sales, but they're very scratched. They do work though, but I gotta get like a disc buffer or something. I said they're just fun. Like the NBA Streets are just fun, over the top type stuff with the NFL players and shit. You play in different. You're playing by like a beach and stuff and shit like that. There's like mountains behind you and shit. So I haven't spent a lot of time with either of them. Here's a game I did spend a lot of time with. State of Emergency. This is kind of a riot simulator. Another Rockstar game they stopped making after the second one. I don't think I played the second one, but I heard it wasn't that good. This game, like, what is it? It tells you right here. I'm not gonna be able to read it because the lights are off. A shadowy corporation has seized control of your country. So it's the country, it's not even just the county at this point. The people have taken to the streets in protest. A state of emergency has been declared. That's what it is. The corporation's like taking over and shit now. Like there's just people. There's like the missions involved. Like there's just people everywhere. And in the story mode, you gotta destroy certain things and stuff like that. I think you can use a couple different characters actually, as well. And there's weapons and hand-to-hand combat. There's also an arcade kind of mode where you're just going around areas and you're just blowing up stuff to get the most points. And it was cool on the Xbox version because that's where I played most of it. You can actually use custom soundtracks for that mode, which is really fun. Like I said, it's another franchise that Rockstar kind of left in the dust. Lord of the Rings 2 Towers and Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. This was at a garage sale for $1, as you can see. I never took the sticker off. And this has got to be 6-7 years ago as well. These were EA's 2 games. I think they published at least the Third Age, the turn-based role-playing game, which is really good. These are based off the movies. Obviously, this one is partially Fellowship of the Ring. Although, I think in the book that part takes place actually in the 2 Towers. The end fight where Boromir dies in the Fellowship of the Ring, I'm pretty sure is in the beginning of the 2 Towers book. So this was just basically more set like that, but this one you use Legolas. I was gonna say Legolee. I was gonna combine him and Gimli, Legolas, and Aragorn. It's just a hack and slash game set during the Lord of the Rings movies. Good combat, different combos. You can unlock new combos and stuff like that. You can replay levels, try to do better. It can be tough at points. Both of them can be. This one you could play as those 3, Gandalf, I think Frodo, Sam, and that follows The Return of the King. They look really good. They have scenes from the movie in there as well. EA actually did a good job with these. And there was never I haven't played like the newer stuff. These were like based on the movies, or based on the book. I know they did like Shadow of Mordor, or at least other ones that did their own thing that had nothing to do with the book. They had characters and stuff. I know there's like War of the North and some other ones. Battle for Middle-earth games, strategy games. There's Fellowship of the Ring as well that came out on these systems. That was decent, but it was a different game than these. It was more of an adventure game. It was not as good, but it was okay. I'm able to get this off camera so you're not seeing the stack get higher. Last 3. Mission Impossible Operation Surma. I have not played this one yet. Got it because it was $5 at the Trading Post. I'd actually taken the manual out of this because I was going to do, maybe I'll still do a manual reading of the Mission Impossible manuals that I have. I haven't played it yet. Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights. I've talked about this game. I've done gameplay on it. It's an awesome game. It's the best of the games that came out during that era. I don't even know when was the last time they made a Scooby-Doo game. But it was this, Unmasked, and Mystery Man. This is the best of the three. I don't like it as much as like the Genesis one and the Nintendo 64 one are more they're what like a Scoob game I feel should be. It's like more of a point and click adventure game where you're solving the mysteries. This is still fun though. You use Scoob and it's good. It's, you know, fun combat, basic kind of stuff. You encounter the rest of them: Scoob, Velma, Daphne, and Fred, and you're encountering villains from the show. And there's other common enemies as well. And you got to get a certain amount of like whatever. I forget what it is. If it's Scooby snacks, I think, to unlock different areas and shit. Really cool game though. And the final one, save the best for last, I say. Stuntman. I've talked about it with Ignition, Stuntman Ignition, and the one on the GBA. These are trial and error games. They're gonna piss you. This game will piss you off. You're a stuntman, obviously, and you're doing movie scenes. The director's telling you what to do in each level. Hit the boxes, overtake, 180, E-brake. Use your action button, which will cause things to happen. You know, 1, 2, 360s, 180s. Hit, bump into cars, avoid cars, and shit like that. You get a certain amount of fuck-ups per scene, and if you get too many, you'll have to restart. But it'll get to the point where you're trying to perfect each scene, where you're just 2 minutes in, not even, because the scenes are maybe not even more than 3 minutes, 4 minutes max. You'll be 10 seconds in, be like, restart. Very similar to like the Tony Hawk games. I'll get into it. You know, once you start to, like, you'll do the missions at first, the scenes at first, and just get past them, be like, okay, and then you start going back and you try to like get everything perfect, and that's when you really start to get pissed. And these are all parodies on movies. I forget what this one had. This one had the Live Twice for Tomorrow, I remember that. Which was the Bond spoof, which is a great name. Live Twice for Tomorrow. Blood Oath, I think, was another one. Scarab of Lost Souls, Indiana Jones. There was a whooping and a hollering, I think. Oh, Toothless and Whopping was the first one. Ridiculous name. That was like the Snatch type movie. This game's awesome though if you're into it. It's a racing game. I use different vehicles as well. But yeah, I can now not see the. I piled up the games in front of the. Oh god, that would have been a disaster. In front of this the stop button. But anyway, once again, I apologize. This is not the best look. It doesn't look as good as the laptop just because I can't fight the glare. I gotta figure out how to fight the glare and position things differently. But I hope everybody enjoyed this. Come June PS2.